Shalom, and welcome to Challenging Torah. This is the conclusion of our book of Exodus, our most exciting book. We stand at Sinai, we have escaped the pursuing Egyptians, and how do we bring our wonderful story of the formation of the Jewish people to a close? We take an accounting, we do an audit. You're kidding, after all that excitement? So it begins. Ele Pekudei ha-Mishkan Edut. These are the accounts. We get a list. 1,775 shekels worth of silver. 730 shekels worth of gold, according to the standard as established by Moses. We have to know what the stuff weighs. These are the shekels of copper. This is the brass that's used. This is the pile of sumptuous goods, cloth and skins and incense oils and all of these beautiful things. Every one of them needs to be accounted for. And we say, this is the end? We take an audit? Well, an audit means, how have those who have collected all of these goods been responsible to those who donated them? It's a good question, isn't it? Communal responsibility. And Moses, as leader, wants you to know he knows where every single gram of gold has been accounted. As we look at our holy space, our holy actions in making ourselves accountable are really what count. Well, this is a time of accounting, and we've certainly had the moments where we've seen who and what is accountable for what do we do with other people's money, is another way of looking at this. Seems to be very much on our minds. This is Oscar season. Actually three if you count the movie by Woody Allen, Blue Jasmine, as well as The Wolf of Wall Street and American Hustle, all revolve around the question, what do we do with other people's money? Who's held accountable? Here we have Moses, who's in direct connection with God. The people, I'm sure, would never ask where this stuff went. They were just happy to see a holy tabernacle. An accounting of every penny is given. And so, even though I might be a little put off by this accounting process, it's my moment of paying taxes this year. And so, as this moment comes about, I look on my accounts and I look at my statements for the year and I say, how much did I actually spend on clothing? How much did I actually spend on cosmetics? How much did I actually spend on tzedakah and helping other people? As I pay my taxes, I see right in front of me an accounting of my life. Good to look at it. And so, as Jews, we've always asked to do an accounting. It's said by the sages that we no longer have a holy tabernacle. And so the process of making a holy space so God can dwell needs to come within us, within our own bodies. And it's the work of our hands, our mitzvot, that really is our coin of the realm. How well do we complete what we say we are completing? We complete what we call a cheshbon hanefesh, an accounting of our souls. And we do that every high holidays. But anybody who runs a business knows you don't wait till the end of the year to do an accounting. You have to do an accounting week by week. I think actually day by day. What do we do with our time? If our mitzvot, our actions, are really how we see God manifest in the world, and they're given to us in 613 mitzvot in great detail, how well do we complete these details? We complain, why do we spend 4 Torah portions talking about all these details of the Mishkan, of the Holy Tabernacle? Because what we do, or as we say, God, is in the details. And our lives, our mitzvot, are also in the details. Tonight is Shabbat. Are we just going to think about it? Or will we sit down and make a meal and light our candles and take the time to create a holy space so God can dwell with us in our own internal Mishkan? Actually, taking an accounting of my life turns out to be very difficult, because how do I know if I'm really doing it right? How do I know if I'm really following God's direction, the direction of the mitzvot, in a way that are not just rote, but meaningful? The accounting process is not so simple. And I look at the end of this Torah portion, where it says, Moses could not enter the tent of meeting because God's presence filled the tent. And he had to wait until God's presence didn't fill the tent in order to go in. That's very confusing. I thought we built it so God's presence would fill the tent. How do I know when God's presence fills my actions and fills my life? And then it says, when the cloud lifted, the Israelites could journey, and they were guided by fire, and they were guided by a column of cloud. Well, I have no cloud, no fire, and no way to know really how to direct my life, except for the own internal murmurings of my heart and my sense of connection through prayer. That's really difficult. Our challenge in life, the challenge, is to be able to know, am I doing what I have been put on this world to do? And so the Torah ends its second book with the same words that it ends all 5 of these books. Chazak, chazak, v'nitchazek. Be strong, be strong, be strengthened, because in this world of challenges, it's the best blessing we could possibly get. Be strong, be strengthened, have a good Shabbat, and join us this Saturday morning at the Malibu Jewish Center and Synagogue. Shabbat Shalom.